Get money, I'm chubby, you love me, you want me, come me. If you get me, then you lucky. I love it when you call me Bigsexy.
Hey, we are back, guys.
I don't think I ever heard that.
Hello. Oh, that's my song.
I was bobbing to it last week. It's a good joke.
Oh, all right.
I never heard of it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. We are here back again with Big Sexy's Couch. Hello.
Sexy's couch.
Ba-da-ba-ba, boom.
Sorry.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
little enthusiasm. I ain't like that.
No, it's
at all.
supposed to be subtle.
Yeah.
You see,
you
knew.
There's nothing subtle about anything up here. So I don't know
Well, as long as you fucking know it. Sheesh.
No teeth.
Anyway, y'all, so we are back again this week.
Sure.
And we're, you know what I'm saying? We're going to let everybody introduce themselves because y'all could already see what's going on here. We got a second man here.
Oh, man.
Nice, beautiful,
Thank you for being here with me today, brother. I
chocolate
appreciate it.
man.
Not a
Beautiful
problem.
chocolate man.
What a beautiful chocolate man.
I appreciate that. Y'all got a lot of me on a Wednesday. I appreciate that a lot.
Oh my God. So everybody let's go from right to left. Give a nice big introduction.
Okay, I guess I'm right.
Okay, because I'm like,
Okay, I'm like,
Right?
I'm Nita. IG Nita _ the fuck. I'm bionic _ the fuck Nita.
Period.
I'm a stylist and just a funny motherfucker.
Oh, that's the actual name. All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's a fact. And hey, everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Christopher Troy By Sr. I'm also known as Senor. I'm also known as GQ Baz, and I'm also known as Mr. Steal Your Girl. That's who I am. You know, shout out to Amez Loyalty, shout out to the Noob, shout out to everybody that I need to shout out to. Holla at me, y'all.
Well, all right.
Well, I mean, hi. I guess I introduced myself. Y'all already know who it is. It's Big Sexy. Hello. Y'all, I went in with my makeup today. I have been, as I gotten older, I'm over makeup. Like, I just don't wear makeup ever. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Just go to me.
So anyway, yeah, so I don't wear makeup anymore like I used to. So today I went in today, and it's just, it's a good day. So you already know who the fuck it is. It's Big Sexy. Next.
Oh, man, this is one of my favorite parts. Can I look it straight in the camera? What camera? That's this?
Over here, right here.
Right here? All right. My name is
No,
K-Sid.
right there.
This one? Oh, all right.
There you
Got
go.
it.
There you go.
My name is K-Sid Stuckey, also known as Mr. Important, Mr. Highly Coveted, Mr. Never Scheduled but Always On Time, Mr. By Mistake on Purpose, and also Mr. Stuckey if you lucky. That's what I got. That's what I got.
I'm a fan of that joint.
I
That was a
appreciate
good joint, bro.
I
I
appreciate
dig
that. Absolutely.
At least we got good names. on
oh,
this
it's me. Hi. It's Brittany the Muse. Your virtual best friend, your bestie, here again on Big Sexy's Couch.
I'm loving the ponytail, Brittany.
I need my hair did, and it's wash
It's
day.
giving neck. It's giving.
It's wash day.
Yeah, no, it's I really like
Showing the
this.
face.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's showing the face. I think that's what it is.
Never decline.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Never.
Face
Face
card
card
never
never declines. My God.
Yeah.
Not once.
All right, y'all.
Come on,
so
cousin. That's why.
We're gonna go right into it. I was confused on where I wanted to start, but I just think that we should just start right here with it. So there was a clip that surfaced, and I follow a guy, and everybody in the fat girl community knows who Petty Norm is. And he had, I tried to find the original clip of it, but I couldn't. And Petty Norm pretty much had remixed it and talked about it. And it was talking about pretty privilege, but also the girl brought up something about clubs like in Miami and like LA, but she brought up Miami to be specific. And when she brought that up, I said, oh yeah, we're going to talk about this. So we're going to play the clip real quick, and then we're going to dive right into this because I have a lot to say about this.
Like, if you go to a club in Miami, they gonna let in the pretty girls. The big girls and the ugly girls, like, I'm sorry, but they're really not gonna let it. I've seen too many TikToks about it. Like, I've seen too many TikToks about, like, the big
What's wrong with the big girls? The
No.
big girls can get love.
No, they can. It's just, I've seen so many TikToks about, like, like the bigger girls and be like, oh, we weren't let in this club because, like, we're big. And so, like, I just know that pretty privilege is, like, real.
Nah, Shorty was way too happy speaking.
I'm going right in this. Before y'all even say anything, I'm actually going to give y'all proof that what she is saying. And the problem with what she was saying is that people didn't want to believe it because they actually never experienced it. But Bigsexy actually experienced this not once, but twice in Miami. And it was a very long time ago. And I was border about 510 pounds. Mind y'all, we know Bigsexy don't give a fuck, right? So Bigsexy was out South Beach, that big, not giving a fuck, ass out. I don't care. I never cared. That's the one thing about me. So I will never forget, and I will not know the name of it. I cannot remember the name of it. The club is still there. It does not matter. But the first time I ever experienced this, and she is so right. Now, mind you, I know that I am not the desirable fat girl. We've talked about this last week on the show. I do not have the desired shape fat girl. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. So when this, first of all, that, you know, I love that I posted it to social media because there were so many people in agreement to what I'm talking about because we live it. There is the desired fat girl and there is just the SSBBW with the big belly. And I'm just realistic to know the difference between both of them. So I was standing in line I think I was on Collins, and my friend actually had lived in Miami at this time. And mind you, I've always been that bitch. So the people that I've always gravitated towards, they don't look at me in no way. I'm just Bigsexy, or I'm just, Britt always says, Nina, I don't look at you any different. Like, you're just Nina, you, whatever. So I was standing in line and I was lit, and I just noticed that like people was just kept walking past me and my cousin who I was with. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But mind you, I'm young at this point. I'm like 20 something. Like, I don't know what is exactly going on. So by like maybe an hour into standing in line, I just said an hour standing in line, I'm like maybe 40 minutes, whatever. I'm like, wait a second. So I finally question it, and I say, hey, what's going on? I was like, we've been sitting in line for a while. They were like, oh, well, we only allow heels in the club. And I'm like, So I'm texting my homie, and my homie's like, what? He was like, bitches in here with sneakers. I'm like, Mind you, when you're not aware of what is exactly going on, you're very confused. I was very confused at this point. So I'm just kind of treading carefully, but then I'm like, oh, I lose my shit. Mind y'all, if you do not know Bigsexy, my alter ego is Nancy. Nancy came to fuck out. Nancy was ready to fucking fight.
I never heard.
Everybody knows that bang with me since back in the day. We actually named her maybe like 8 years ago. Nancy's my alter ego.
That's funny.
We do not give Nancy addresses to places. Nancy is not allowed. People tell me Bigsexy, Nina is invited. Nancy is not allowed. Well, anyway, Nancy came out to play that night. I said, oh, so you're not letting me in, and I know why. And I fucking lost it. I just lost it. So anyway, long story short, they let me in for free that night. They gave my cousin a discount because we already know we could sue, right? You're not supposed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to not let me in the club because of my size. So to agree with her, this is right. And there was another time that it happened. It was even worse. I was crying as soon as I got in the club because I was so overwhelmed with this that it fucked me up. So anyway, this is a thing. So now that I told y'all that it is a thing, how do y'all feel about this?
Well, for me, like the question at hand is, do fat girls have pretty privilege? Or are we looking at the fact are fat people just discriminated upon?
So let's go into, do you feel like fat girls have pretty privilege?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
yeah. We started with a horror story. I started with the Miami shit because that's what I can actually have a story to.
I've never experienced that personally. Like,
You've never. But again, look at my size though. What I was telling y'all, I get what you're saying, but I've never experienced. I'm realistic to know. All right, I get it.
I've definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
I've definitely experienced.
Would I be allowed in the club now? I absolutely think so. I absolutely think so.
Recess. I'm gonna call the club out. Recess. I've experienced it there.
You told me about.
Yeah.
And Recess my favorite fucking place.
But this was way.
R.I.P. to Recess.
Yeah, it was like I could clearly see, like, I'm in line, we're ready, and I could clearly see it's like, you're walking past me in my squad. You're walking past me in my squad.
Shout out to, first of all, Recess. I know y'all closing shit, but don't do that, because that's fucking bad to me when you told me that shit.
But it exists, so like I understand that exists.
I've never experienced that at all.
Yeah, I understand it exists.
Never. So we're talking about different cities though. I'm
is like about in Miami. I'm talking about South Carolina. I'm talking about Baltimore. I'm talking about DC, Philly, New York. Where the fuck? Alabama. I'm
You was in the
Georgia.
club
I'm
in
talking
Alabama?
about. I used to live in
How was
Alabama.
that?
Oh, all right.
From Alabama.
Oh, all right.
So I've never, I've always.
I
gotten
think
to
for
whatever
me,
club
I
environment
was
wanted
like
to.
borderline 500 something pounds. I really was. Remember we talked about delusional confidence? I was delusionally
Me
confident.
myself?
Yes, I was delusionally confident,
There you go.
and I couldn't help it. It's just like, fuck, bitch, I'm here. What the fuck the problem?
Okay, so as far as pretty privileges privileges concerned, are y'all saying like just to get into the club, or y'all just talking about different things? Period. That if
Right,
you're
that's
a pretty big
That's
John,
two
then,
different things. Yeah.
then you get a privilege in certain aspects. Is that what you?
Yeah, let's focus on pretty privilege.
Okay.
I just had the story about the Miami. So let's just end this here. We won't even go on the Miami situation. Yes, it is a situation that you are a woman of a certain size. I do not think that
or ugly. Let's just
or
be
ugly.
real.
Let's put it that way. Or ugly, or sloppy, or you. Let me. There's different type. There's different levels to the big shit.
Right.
It could be big and sloppy. You could be my size and sloppy with it. The shit gonna look terrible. You understand me? Like I make the shit look good. And it's just I'm being honest. So let's get away from that. I do agree that is a thing that if you are a certain size, for my 450, 500, 550 girls that still want to come out and play, you ain't gonna play in Miami. Go to Cleveland or go to Mangoes and have a ball. Stay on Ocean Drive and have a fucking ball. Ain't nobody gonna kick you out of none of them.
Well, if they pretty, then since we saying that big women have pretty privilege, then she should be able to get into a club in Miami.
That is true.
Well, you know what? I'm going to
all right,
Miami
so-
on Sunday, so
Let us know.
I guess I'm gonna find out.
Let us know what happened.
Do you honestly feel like if you go back to that particular club, it will be the same experience?
This was almost 10 years ago, so I do not know if these clubs still stand. I'm pretty sure they're different clubs now.
I
the
personally
standards
think you
still
would, though, only because I think, I'm not going to say it's cool to be big now, but that movement is a hell of a lot more
Yeah.
prevalent now than it's
Yeah.
ever been.
Definitely.
And I think we've outed them so much because I forget her name. I think it was Nao. Yeah, it was Nao. You know, Nao's from Canada. So Nao went to, and this is no shot at, this is going to sound bad anyway I say it. Nao made a very public statement that Future did not allow any fat girls in the club one night in Miami. Again, Future actually made us,
That's his preference,
again,
and he's Future.
but let's
so that
be
means
serious.
that night
I don't
was just
think,
a no
Hands
big
you
John
on,
night.
man.
but I don't think that's really what happened. Can I be
He's
on
a
Future's
millionaire.
side? I don't think that was really, Future is a businessman.
He ain't declined it. It ain't happening.
Future not. Yo.
Just because the fat bitch got let in the club doesn't mean the fat girl is going into your section.
How
It's a
many
business.
How many times? And I think you said something about another celebrity too on one of your posts that I was gonna say something about it, but I forgot what celebrity it was.
Drake?
Yeah, it was Drake and I like my girls BBW. First
He
of
was
all-
not fucking talking about
you know?
bitches
Did
built
you
like.
First of all, that might not have
Drake?
even been Drake talking.
He probably
That might not
Thank
even
you
been
for-
Drake.
thank-
Somebody
so-
in Drake's crew might have liked some BBWs and put it in a rhyme.
And they
Drake
knew
was
that
like, "That's hot."
BBWs was a movement at that point,
Hey,
and
look.
they already knew all the fat bitches was excited. Like, girl, relax. He
That's how
wasn't
it be.
talking about you.
You never know. You got to ask Drake.
His girl, but you,
the
like I said,
moonwalk.
but again,
Love that
and I agree with y'all.
Gotta ask Drake.
We
Drake.
don't know.
Well, I mean, he did just have a plus size model in
His
his,
girlfriend.
his
This
music
is like
video.
his girlfriend.
Yeah, I can
right
see
now.
that. I can see
Right, y'all.
that. I can see that with Drake. though.
She's
I mean,
thick. She's big. She's not considered skinny.
I've seen Drake with a
Can
lot
I
of
tell
different
y'all this?
variations though. Drake
Drake like one
he
third.
might have wrote it. As a matter of fact, I take that back, Drake, just in case you need a feature or something, or you
But
want to
this
model
is
for
my
one of your
thing.
videos.
Drake-
or something.
Can we? Drake is like any other person. So the men that I talk to every day, all day, the men that come for me all day, why do we not think that Drake can't be one of these guys? Like,
I think he was talking
I was about to
me.
say, I think that Drake could. I mean, now that I think about it, Drake could
Drake could
possibly
have
be.
been.
It was something I
Listen,
found.
Drake, if
I
you
don't
out
know.
there,
Drake seems
I'll
like
take you
Future?
out on a picnic.
No.
he seems like a
We can
panda
go on
bear
a
to me.
picnic.
you said Future.
Future is absolutely not. I can't see Future.
No
I can't see
fat
Future
girls
doing
allowed.
it.
Ass
But
champagne
Drake,
popping.
Drake just want to be loved for real.
If you
for
want to
real.
go on a
I
picnic,
think
baby.
Drake is such a lovable person that genuinely, I just think he looks at, and those are the men I told y'all that gravitate towards me. A man that just loves women, a man that just loves anything about a woman. Those are the men that I always get. Like, and that just is what it is. I think Drake is one of them. So I do believe that he has fucked on a few fat bitches that look like me. If we pretty, he with the shits.
Shout out to Fetty Wap. That's why. Yeah, I mean. mean, Fetty Wap, he love them all. You know what I mean?
But we forget
out
that
to my
these
boy.
free people
free
are
Fetty.
regular
Free Fetty Wap.
people. So the guys that we talk to all the time, and the guys that like, we acting like, yo, we all date, we all get talked on, we all get, you know.
jump in his DM like as soon as possible.
Who?
Drake?
Drake's.
I'm gonna ask him, Drake, if you out there, which BBWs were you talking about?
No,
Were you
just-
talking about all three of us?
Fuck
Or
off.
just one of-
hop
I
in his
think-
Were you
DM.
talking about the
Personally,
thick
me
bitches?
personally.
I will hop in Drake's DM. I actually,
Go
oh
ahead.
I
God.
actually have.
Is this gonna suffer my
I
is this
asked
gonna
him out.
Hold on, I want to see what Nita guys say. What you guys say, Nita?
Yeah. So me personally, I think that we as females would categorize like, okay, I'm not that size BBW. Men would put either if you're over 200 and something pounds, all y'all BBWs. You know what I mean? They don't have no like little.
There's
like,
no
fat
Right.
A section
Fat
A,
A.
but one. they don't do
Different
that. We do
sections of
that.
fat.
Yeah, we do
well,
that as
women do a
females.
lot.
Yeah,
of,
but men
you
they
know,
is either it's skinny or you
subcategorizing.
fat.
That's a fact,
just
though.
what it
That's
is.
I was just about to ask you.
It's
I was
two
about to say, since
people,
we got
fat
two men
people,
on the
skinny
show,
people.
is
Let
there
the men speak
is
for the
there a
men.
category
Yes.
for you, bro, that starts your BBW category?
Hold on, I ain't hear the question. I'm sorry.
So as far as like your BBW category, what is that the exact weight that it starts at?
weight is a term, or I guess a trait that you shouldn't go by.
True.
'Cause everybody can wear weight
True, differently, yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? 150 may look like 2 to somebody who's short.
Right.
Fact.
You know what I mean? I've seen somebody that's 300 pounds and they don't look a damn pound like 300 pounds
Yeah,
at all.
that's facts.
So
That's facts.
poundage, I don't necessarily go by that.
Okay.
It's probably just how you look. I'm guessing. I don't like thin women. Correction. I don't even say that because this is a big platform. I prefer
Any pun
bigger
intended?
women. Yeah, like,
No pun intended.
I prefer bigger women, so I'm not necessarily going to the. I'm trying to think.
He
about
trying to
somebody
tell these skinny bitches, dick up
No,
by me.
no, I mean, listen, women are gorgeous spirits. I'm a fan of women.
You love
I
women. You love
Absolutely
women.
love
But
prefer a
your
little bit
preference is
But
a bigger woman.
I need some cushion. Like,
Okay.
That's a fact,
abso-fucking-lutely.
though.
I like
And do you have a
curves.
cap
Yeah.
on how big?
Oh, did we tell you what fat cap was?
No, you can tell me.
I'd rather not.
All right, so I'll explain it. I'll thoroughly explain it. So, excuse me, good brother. So, after we had finished the last podcast, we fell into a conversation about what your fat cap is, like what everybody's
Fat cap.
preferable fat cap is. So, your fat cap is the exact limit that you will reach with a female that gets to a certain size. Like, she cannot go over this weight. That's my fat cap. I'm capping it off right there. Bang. You got a fat cap?
I personally don't think I have one.
I
You
respect
just gotta look good.
I respect that. I respect
You just gotta. You have to look good to me. Whatever I deem to be looking good, you have to look good to me.
Okay.
Like absolutely.
Okay.
I don't.
so
I
you're
don't
fat.
have.
I heard you
I
did
don't-
stallions when we was on our way over here. So I
Why you
know
gotta
what
tell
I'm
the
saying?
business?
I heard the
Stallions as in what?
'Cause
Like
I was like the
brick
one
houses?
girl was like, you was like, she's bigger, but she was just like built. She was like real thick and tall and big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tallness
that's-
changes the
that's-
physique.
yeah.
Real
No, but
crazy.
she still was big though.
Because you could be 5'10" and 370. That shit gonna look way different than my.
We swap big bitches all day. That's what we do.
25.
Wait, what? What were you
Well,
doing?
like when Instagram, like I'll be like, I'll just send you a big bitch. I'll be like,
I
because I
hate
know,
your taste though.
I know, yeah.
Absolutely.
You hate Brit's
My
taste?
taste in
Yeah.
women, he hates it.
Oh wow.
I hate her taste.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start sending you people. Okay. I got you, bro.
Be my guest.
I got you. I got you.
Wait.
So I think so. Let's go back to what we were saying. I think pretty privilege is a thing only because I know that I experience pretty privilege.
All right. Stop. Define pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege is honestly like so when I go places where whether I go to AutoZone or I go to the gas station or I go to anywhere you could think of, I can see when a man looks at me in that way where I'm gonna get my way or something, or if he didn't want to put my battery in my car, he definitely gonna put my battery in the car. You know what I'm saying? You know how you go like that. I just anywhere I go, I just experience pretty privilege. Even when I go out like downtown, literally it just be like people just be like, "You're so pretty," like shocked. It's
more
a
so
shock value.
Yeah.
So men look at me, especially men that have never liked a big girl a day in their life. Look at me when I'm out and about, like,
They be so confused, questioning themselves.
I don't think that
am I?
yo,
my
it's-
dick just get hard for this
Will
big
I?
bitch?
Won't I?
Yeah, like,
Am I? Can I?
Can I?
If
Will
I
I?
should
Won't
I?
I?
I don't think
I should.
that-
I should.
obviously you guys are pretty. So do you think that it's based off of when a guy gives y'all this attention that you guys are talking about is based off of their actual attraction or the shock and all that you guys are talking about. Like,
So
oh my day.
let's be
like,
we live in Philadelphia, so let me explain. You go outside, motherfuckers just be just extra, just talk to anybody.
facts.
I know that it's past that. Do you
Okay.
understand me?
Okay, I
So
respect
that
that. That's why I asked.
so it's not just because I know a lot of bitches gonna be like, child, everybody talk to everybody. You're not special.
I'm gonna take it a level up when we talk about pretty privilege. Pretty privilege in the workforce. I work for
Everywhere.
corporate America, so I know that I'm coming. This one sounds so vain, but fuck it, we're here now.
You're
I was about to say.
always-
Like what?
Come on, just give me a fist.
I've always been vain. This isn't new. You know what I mean? But pretty privilege, it's a thing. Like I'm aware that I'm pretty, and I feel like when you say it out loud, people be like, "Where's your humility? Where's your this?" No, when I know that there's certain things where like, and then you look at your counterparts and you'll be like, "I got this because I'm fucking cute," and I know that's fucked up. And I'm not. Anybody who knows me knows I'm the nicest person in the fucking world. But at the end of the day, I'm aware of the privilege, and it does exist. What you said, like at the gas station or when you need help. Like I don't have to take out my trash. I don't have to do things. It's not because I'm just a woman. It's because like, damn, this girl's pretty. Let me help this lovely. Let me help this cute thing out. Let me help her. Like it's that energy.
Yes, it's
so
that-
like I'm aware. So for people to be like, you can't get it because you fat, all equates to people associating fat with ugly.
Yo, wow. Like I said, I don't. My thing with my social media platform is I have women that follow me from all over the world. And every time I tell them something, I'm like, I don't know where y'all are from, but in Philly, like, they love big girls. Like this is something, like I told you, I'm not originally from Philadelphia. I started coming to Philly when I was 16 years old. And it honestly just changed my whole entire everything. I'm like, oh, I really am that bitch. Like, I was the cat's meow. And honestly, I was in a relationship for the last 3 years. The pandemic. I was in a relationship the last 3 years. The pandemic happened. So now that I'm coming back outside more and more and more and more, I'm like, yo, like, we really get pretty everywhere I go. Like, and I think that some people actually are so disgusted with women that look like us that they cannot fathom
Correct.
that we actually get to experience pretty
privilege.
fucking privilege.
I agree.
I hate this comment. You're pretty for a big girl.
What?
That bothers me.
I mean, that's a comment. That's a universal
That-
comment,
that-
though. They say you pretty to be a dark skinned person.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I
pretty.
hate
Such a
that.
backhanded
Why
client.
did you
That's
can't
trash.
say, "Oh, you're pretty"?
It's
You're
trash.
So
society.
trash.
Say you're pretty.
Society puts that standard.
Like we
on
even made the
everything.
joke, a beautiful chocolate man. We could just say he's a beautiful man.
Oh, wow.
But we
Damn,
Oh,
look,
we was
look,
racist.
thanks for taking
God
the
damn it, we was
compliment back a little
racist.
bit, you know? It's
Giving you
cool.
half credit.
Yeah, word. Like just get a half a point. I mean, chocolate, you nice, but
No, but it really is. I talk about this, and I've talked about this. I don't know if I was on Sipping with Friends. I don't know where I said this, but it's like the over exaggerated compliments because you don't think
Right.
that I think I'm pretty.
Pretty,
Like it's just
exactly.
like, oh my God, I just shot, Dating Different a couple, like two weeks ago at this point, and I'm downtown. There's a whole camera crew following me, and I get it. I'm like, so I have this thing where I'm used to attention, but when I feel like I'm commanding attention, I get very shy and it's very uncomfortable. But I'm just used to attention, just being who I am, and just walking down the street. And I just remember people like, oh my God, you're so pretty. And I'm like, bitch, fucking relax. Like, I'm cute, but relax. It's just like overcompensated compliments.
It
You gotta
sounds
get like
So
me.
wait, that's
complicated.
I was about to say that sounds.
It's very
No,
complicated.
complicated to the point where it's like, yo, should I say something? Should I not say something?
And that's the world that we're in.
You may feel
Give
like
me
I'm
my compliments,
overcompensating,
please.
but
Thank
No, give me
so
my
much.
compliments because I'm not that
Thank you so
person.
much.
but I'm being genuine though.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But guess what? That's why I don't want to make anybody feel bad when I talk about this. And I feel so bad because so many people come in my comment section and like, you're so beautiful, you're this, da, da, da. And then people be like, that was so backhanded. That was so disingenuous. I'm like, some people really don't
don't
be
mean it,
genuine.
yeah.
So I'm not that person. Even guys, when I talk about stuff on these platforms, guys, I'm just speaking of what really goes through our brains. But I'm such a beautiful, nice person. We talk every week. I'm like, I'm a beautiful, nice. I'm really such a nice person, and I see past so many different things that I'm not gonna curse y'all out. I'm not gonna. If you think I'm a beautiful person, if it's a backhand compliment or it's genuine, I rock with both because I know I'm beautiful either way. But we're just speaking of it's over. Like, I notice a lot when I'm on dates or I'm with my, when I was with my ex for 3 years, or anytime I'm with a man, it's even more.
I just
I
tell
don't like
people,
it.
I just say I know. and it makes them, it pisses
Oh
them off.
shit, she went.
You know that. I did it to you
so
one day, and you
I
looked
still-
at me.
I
So
You was like, "You look so good." I said, "Thanks."
Just say thank
and you
you,
were
yo.
like, "But
Just
I
say
just,
thank you.
I just do it when
Thank you.
I know it's one of those. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, so can you decipher that?
Yes, absolutely. Because
like it.
I can definitely decipher. It's like if I'm
I
wearing a
don't like
shirt.
the
if I'm,
dislike of the comment.
I don't like
either.
it because there's no way you.
Because
can
now I feel
fucking
like
for sure.
Because-
See now,
Oh.
wait.
thank
Can
you.
everybody listen? If you react that way, I guarantee you, the next time that same guy sees a big joint,
I'm not
he's
talking
gonna
about guys.
Oh,
Let me rectify.
Fuck does it matter though?
It does, because you have women that, like, literally what she said, will see you just out enjoying life. I might have an outfit on that you feel like my body type should not have on. I might be with a nigga that
That's
you
what it
feel
is.
like I don't deserve
That part.
that I should
That
deserve
part.
to be with because of my size.
I ain't
And
that
then
part.
you'll,
Ain't no
and then
compliment
you'll
to be
say
smart.
no, but people give you compliments to be smart all the fucking time.
I'm gonna still take it, bitch.
A girl come up to you like, "Oh my
I-
God,
thank you.
You
I feel
killing
so
that
nice."
outfit. Oh,
I said,
you
ain't
were
I?
so confident. I love
I
your
am.
confidence. You is
Even
working
if
that
it-
outfit.
even
It's
if
because
it's-
I'm big and you think I shouldn't be in this fucking outfit.
Even
So I'll
if
be
it's
like,
a
thank you.
backhanded
Bitch.
compliment, they still waste.
I was about to say,
they
they-
still took their
it's still a
time to
compliment.
use their energy.
Own
to
No,
say
you know what
something.
that
They
is?
making fun of
I'll
you,
take
not
that.
own
Y'all
that
take
shit.
that. Y'all take that negatively because that's the thought processes that
No,
are running through
it's
your
a difference.
mind
I
as
can
y'all
tell.
hear in the commentary. Like,
I can tell.
It's
I don't
alright.
When
care if
somebody
it's
comes up to
negative
me
or
and say,
positive.
Yo,
you
own
great.
it.
I
If
just
you see
think.
a good woman on the side, just don't say nothing to her. Just let her walk.
See,
out.
but and that's
Yo,
why I
let that
say
go.
what about your response? I think it detours men and women to say anything nice because again,
Honest to God, that's exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, it
Soon-
does, it does
more
too.
y'all
So
talk
that's
like, yo,
why
I'm
for
just gonna
me-
shut the fuck up. That's why it's so hard. Like, what the fuck?
that's why for me, I don't gauge. When people say, "Oh, that was a backhanded compliment," if y'all could, y'all go through my comment sections. I rarely engage, and it's not because I'm ignorant. It's just like if I would engage back with everybody, I actually wouldn't. I have a fucking not. This is gonna sound so bad. I don't mean I have a life, but it's just I have too much going on to simply. So if y'all notice with my social media, I'll literally like couple months later go through some old photos and like reply back to everybody months later. It's just. I don't engage in I get it's a backhanded compliment. I get it.
People
but
give out backhanded
just-
compliments. They do.
I'm just a nice person, but just guess what? Everybody's different.
Why
I take
can't
the
you
compliments and
own
I
it?
run with them. And mind you, when they walk off, I'm like, this bitch, like now extra bitch. But no, okay, sometimes, let's be on Britney's side a little bit. If I'm in a fucking mood, I really will be like extra shit. Like,
Nope, I
thank
know-
you.
I know when it's
and as they're
backhanded.
walking off, I'm like, you dramatic as shit, bitch. I'm not that fucking cute. So
No, because
So
you'll
what-
be just doing nothing. Oh my fucking God.
no,
you're
she's
so
not.
fucking.
She's
I'm
not lying. Like,
I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying.
I
she's
be
lying.
yeah,
No.
like it be
fucking
extra
for real. It's
because
I'm big and you trying to. I appreciate. Okay, let me put it like this. I appreciate you because I guess you think I have low self esteem and I need
Thank
that,
you.
and I need that extra compliment and
get
I need that.
that.
Extra stuff. But it's like I'm not. You don't know. Don't fucking over exaggerate a compliment. Like it happens and it's real. And I'm standing.
it does happen,
So,
and
like,
it's
you
Right.
look
Just
okay.
Don't say nothing.
Just
You
okay,
just-
though.
you
Don't-
just hype-
don't
you
take-
get-
So
you
what
happy.
if
You
that
are-
is genuinely their opinion?
thing
that
is
you
why
really look that good. Why can't that just
Bitches
do
be fainting, girl.
Because I think the problem is
just
Bitches
listen real
be
quick.
faint.
Just listen.
go ahead. I want to hear.
Own that shit, whether it's negative or it's a positive. Own that shit. They say, "Oh, you went and you went whatever the compliment you said." Yeah, I am. Own that shit.
I do.
Like, what I
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah.
And that's
so
exactly what I do. Thank you.
don't
I
let
know.
that shit bother you.
It doesn't.
It
So my
does
thing is
because
an
you're
energy
upset
thing.
about it.
My thing is an energy
I
thing.
don't
So
pay that
I'm
shit
saying
no
I'm saying that
attention.
it exists because
Yeah, no, it does
Yeah, but
exist.
that it doesn't.
I don't give
All
a
right,
fuck
so-
if it do or if it don't.
so
I'm
we-
gonna own it.
So we
Regardless.
come
Fuck
to a
it.
we
Fuck
come
it,
to
cousin.
a
We
point
owning
where
it.
it's like we know
We
y'all
owning
we know
it,
y'all are
cousin.
the group of pretty privilege, and we also understand that y'all may not take a compliment that well. All right, great.
yeah,
great,
no,
great,
we do.
great.
We do. No.
Except for you, Nita.
So to end this conversation, people are big girls, Nita size, Brittany size, my size. We all experience pretty privilege. If you think we're so disgusting that you don't think that we experience it, dick up, dummies. Anyway, we are going right into the next topic. And oh God, this one really bothered me. Let's play the clip and then we gonna go right into this.
Me and my wife's situation is a little different. You know, how we met, you know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, it's, people don't understand it. And I got a lot of course, I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, you know, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing.
Go home, Roger.
Yeah. Damn.
But fuck them.
Can I just before we get on to the topic, right? I just want to say that Marques Houston, I love your music, bro. That's off Buck. I grew up with your music. Naked first time that was on, but you're drawing. Bro.
First of all, he took his group immature way too fucking literal.
They said he's literally still
immature.
Crazy.
Yo, this.
But what's the difference?
What?
It's a big
What?
difference.
I want to hear what Nita got to
Nita,
say.
let me hear my cousin. Let my cousin
Like-
talk.
I mean, older men and younger women is all the time.
Tell us old as time.
What the fuck?
But not at 8, bro.
When I was 14, I had a
You're
nigga that
18
was probably
okay.
18, 19 years
Your
old.
18-year-old daughter dating how old is Marques Houston?
40. They I think they met when they were like 38.
40. This
Listen.
grown man. Wait. This grown
Okay.
man just sat on a national platform and said that when he was talking to a 17-year-old girl that he just felt like we were on the same level. Like,
A
no. Like what?
17.
It's
just
no
spit.
way.
Listen.
When he said when I first met her,
I met a young lady that was 22 years old.
Okay, finish the story because you scared me.
Listen, she was 22 years. She's 22 years old. She does not talk to men her age. Her oldest, her any guy she talks to cannot be under the age of 50. So what the fuck is the difference? If it was what's the difference? Like I'm just saying.
I agree,
Like
but it's nasty still.
It
but I
is.
definitely
I understand,
I
but-
agree.
I agree with it
It's-
if it's a different age.
What do you mean?
Not
So me personally, right? I could probably only fuck somebody that young, and that even sounds crazy, right? I would never be able to take somebody that serious that young. You know what I was thinking at 18 years old? Like, you don't know nothing.
Right.
You haven't dated anybody for the most part. Marques, what the fuck do you find attractive in an 18-year-old other than the physical?
Can I talk
her
about
undeveloped titties.
Can I talk about this? So, being a bigger girl, and this does incorporate with this. When I first started coming to Philly, so when I grew up in like a kind of like an all white town, Mexican town, but when
Where
I
did
first
you grow
started
up?
coming to
Stop.
Philly,
Where did you grow up?
we talked about this. It's called Evandale, Pennsylvania. It's about
Oh, you
45
still-
minutes
yeah,
out
okay,
of here.
got
It's
it.
like Lincoln University area.
hey, shout out to Lincoln University.
Shout out to Lincoln University. Shout out to Cheney University.
No. Stop that. Hold up. Wait, I'm not even going to do that. Shout out to Cheney University for being the first establishment that gave African Americans a platform to advance their education. Shout out to y'all for sure. Shout out to the Lincoln University for
'Cause
being
they
the
did
first
accept me,
degree-giving university
but I didn't
with a
go.
stamp on it that says we can go and get a job just like
Period.
everybody else is giving out jobs.
Period.
Shout out
And
to
shout out to Cheney and Lincoln for accepting me on their campus
Right.
every weekend. Love you guys.
Period.
Thank you. Good service. Anyway, so for me, I felt like when I was younger, and mind you, I'm about to be 36 years old, so this was a very long time ago, to my 15-something years ago. Older men just always loved me. And when I was younger, I didn't understand it. I was just like, we have this in common. Just telling myself fairy tales in my head.
Right.
So as I got, and then mind you, I also was like 24, 25, and I actually dibble and dabble with younger men when I was that age. Like literally, and I if I'm going to tell it, I'm going to tell it.
If I'm going to tell it, then.
And now that I am a 36-year-old woman and all the experiences of my life and the ups and the downs and everything that being an adult comes with,
Right.
this is absolutely disgusting.
Period.
Super disgusting.
You do not have anything in common as a 40-year-old man with a 17-year-old girl. For me, there is no. You brought God into this shit? Are you serious?
They have a spiritual.
They
You
have
got a
a
spiritual
spiritual
connection?
Tend to be nasty. Tend-
This shit
tend to be
disturbed
nasty.
me. Now, if I was 18 years old, I would have had a different outlook on this shit because I only used to date older men, okay? And
Well,
I was cool with
we
it.
only dated older men because the guys our age seemed immature. So as they naturally should have.
immature.
All pun intended.
Or the guys your
Talking
age
about
didn't have a
immature.
car.
Or a car, or $1 million
accessibility
in
for
the
all that.
bank,
Yeah,
or
we
you know,
grew up in Philly. Come
Yeah.
on now. Girls that was dating
Listen,
the older
that shit
dudes
was-
was
If you
dating
didn't
older
have a
dudes
New
for
Yorker
reason.
or a
They wasn't-
Bonneville or a Grand Marquis or a Grand
But-
Vic,
You see how we going through the list? Look, Look,
got 'em all.
I'm not going to hold when I was, Lord have mercy, when I was like 16, 17 years old, I was dealing with a guy who was definitely older than me. And I thought I was so, like, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
He's so mature. Like, he knows that I'm young, but still he thinks that I'm, like,
They're predators.
He was a, period.
That's exactly
He
what
was a
they are.
fucking
Predator. He was a predator.
And now I look at it like, wow, I'll kill a nigga.
And I look
over my
at
child.
like my nieces. I look at people that I know that are younger right now because I'm an adult now, and I look at how immature they are, and I think about a 40-year-old man trying to talk to these girls. Don't pay bills. Fuck a bill, but bills bring on a lot of fucking adulthood that you would never fucking know about. Let's be honest. But fuck that.
My favorite
Life
topic.
experiences. I will tell you this. I was 17, 18 years old. My first boyfriend was maybe 26, 27 at the point. I started cheating on him with my first drug dealer. He was
Awesome.
about 30 something years old.
Hood love story.
I'm going to say something that's going to sound so disgusting. I do not care.
Let me tune in.
This man, ooh, Jesus, this is going to sound so bad, but I don't care.
You better not
Hey,
cry.
Jesus.
This man, no, fuck no, they didn't
Oh,
cry.
I seen them
This
eyes
man fucked me so good, but I don't think that my 18-year-old self should have experienced that. I do.
I mean, 18 is legal.
I don't know, man. I just feel something about that. Like, it fucked my mind up because I was never like,
Okay.
no disrespect to the one I was dating, but like, I got exposed to a fuck that I think I wanted to wait for as an 18-year-old girl because he was so, I don't know, maybe that's crazy for me to
What?
say.
I feel like that is because I don't believe you felt that at 18. How would you know
How
that?
were you when you started having sex? That's a good question.
I lost my virginity at 16.
Okay, so
No, not when I was getting fucked good. I wasn't thinking about the shit. I was thinking about the shit now as an adult.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, I wasn't thinking about that. I was
Like,
getting
This
fucked.
amazing. Like,
I was about to say,
I
was
all
having
that-
the best
I was
sex
about
of
to
my
say, all the
fucking
niggas that-
life.
like,
No, but I'm
word,
saying-
like,
the best sex of my life wasn't. I'm coming to this conversation as a 36-year-old
Okay,
woman
sorry.
looking back
Okay.
at the 17, 18-year-old
listen.
girl, and I'm like, What?
Just something to what you said when you said you don't know bills until like you're older. But I know some young ladies who've been on their own since they were 16 and had to pay a bill, so their mindset is a little older.
They still
I'm
give
not
you
saying
2 years
her,
of
and I'm not
experience.
saying that,
Yeah.
but you can't say that a young girl don't know that life of the bills when you don't know what her past was.
but
That
I just
she
think
may
there's
have to
so
grow
many,
up.
and I just said bills is one
A
aspect of an
17-year-old
adulthood.
with both parents is different from a 17-year-old with one parent from a 17-year-old with no parents.
I love that you brought that up, and because again, I love this, and that's where I'm gonna agree with you. But even a 16-year-old that's been on her own for 3 years, and then starts to date a 40-year-old man, I can't sway my
Here's the
option
thing,
on
right?
this one.
We are in a
my
society,
opinion,
or
sorry.
you should look at it this way. Let's just rule out the girl. I kind of take the onus off of her because she's still young. Like your brain don't stop developing until 25. It's completely on the dude. Completely on the dude. Men go for younger women because they are a lot more malleable. They can mold them into
can't
something
control.
they want.
Thank you.
They can't
Manipulative
control.
and
They don't know what's
one.
going on in the world for real.
They
For real,
don't.
I can kick game to her. She'll eat it up like fucking pasta. It's all good. That's why we go there. And they young tenderonis. That's why they go there.
Hey, Sid,
Young
completely
tenderoni.
on the
Is
dude.
anybody gonna agree
So-
with me that I'm 36. I'm about to be 36. Damn, and I added a fucking year on me. July 22nd, 36. Shit. I'm still learning things to this day.
And
I'm still learning life lessons
Absolutely.
till this day that makes me.
official adults. Like you got when you 20, you like a baby.
Oh, I'm the worst adult.
When you
When I
30, you
realized
an
that,
adult.
I'm
like,
gonna be-
yo, I'm a grown up. What the fuck?
I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm the grown up.
Yeah, shit that be going in my head is no way I'm grown.
Like you're looking up to me.
no way. So real shit. No way I'm
Look
grown.
another way.
So real shit, real question, right? So is it the opposite way also? Because I know for a fact that when I was like 15, 16, I was definitely dating a nice little 27.
Well, we was
She was
let's
a
talk about
predator.
women. I'm speaking
and I get
the older
it. I'm
person.
just saying, are we talking? Oh, so who,
Just the
you mean
older
whoever
person,
the
like,
older
you
No,
just
it
person
take.
in
no,
the
no,
circumstance
I
is
take
the-
accountability
okay.
for being
Like-
25 years old and fucking on an 18, 19-year-old. I take accountability for it
This-
now, and this is. I can't come here and lie to y'all.
And
I
this-
did it.
and
this
I
is
think the
something- this is
motherfucker
some-
might have been 17. I can't get in trouble
I'ma
no
be
more.
honest.
And I take accountability,
You're a
but I wasn't mentally an adult like who I am right now at 36. I wasn't that at 25 when I was doing it. This is coming from me at 35 years old, and I've got my brain, like I am mentally okay. I'm not fully all there, we all got shit to work on.
Two cans short of a six pack.
I think it's fucked up. I'm sorry, Marques Houston. I think that is disgusting. You just said you met her when you were 17.
No,
you already knew
she was 17.
He can't justify it.
This is something that we don't talk about in the brown and black community. There's a lot of men that get preyed upon at their younger age. I have so many men that I've dealt with who've told me stories about how they lost their virginity, how they lost their first sexual experiences, and these women were predators. These women were in their 30s. I know some young old as 30s. At your 10 and 11 years old having sex, not to mention R. Kelly, not to give him an excuse for anything that he did, but when you hear the story that it was his sister when he was 7 and 8 years old having sex with him, like predator can come in woman or male, and I just think that when you have a certain mentality and you're going for somebody young, you're out of fucking pocket. Point blank.
And it goes to double standards too, because when you're 11, you had sex with your babysitter. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But when you're a girl and you probably got it's something different.
Yeah, something.
So it's all good.
That is a big topic because I watch podcasts and I be and they say it so nonchalantly. Like, I lost my virginity at 12 years old and my baby's 26.
I'm like, what? Just like students getting fucked by their teachers.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's becoming a thing to look down upon now. But back then,
and me, like I said, I'm being so honest that I will say at 25, I used to have sex with guys that were younger, and now as a 36-year-old woman, I'm actually disgusted with myself that I would do that. And they didn't even, it's only because I know so many young people, and when I look at them and who I am now, I'm like, you are a kid, ew. Like for me, I'm just like, ew. Like sex is sex, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like anybody can have sex, but when you really dig deep into it, I'm like, the psychological sense of it, I'm like, this is really sick. I'm sorry, Marques Houston, anybody can side with you. I love the points that Nita made.
That's a part of our mask. Hold up, before we switch topics, I gotta say this. That's a part of our mask as black men too. That the thing that they tell us that we have to do by a certain time in order for us to become men or feel like you are a man or whatever that.
And I blame it on
they say, but society has built the black community for black boys to feel like I gotta get some vagina by a certain age, or my friends is not gonna bang with me no more, or I'm not gonna look cool no more, or whatever the situation is. I lost my virginity at 17. Shout out for Janet Parham for holding it down, because I was scared. I was scared of my grandmother. Everybody, I'm still scared of her today. But even with that going on, some of my cousins was losing it at like 13 and 12 and stuff like that because they felt like they had to. I felt like I had to too. I just wasn't gonna get my ass whooped by my grandma.
Okay, hold up, because
at the same time,
before we dive in, before we dive, because you just got me excited about the virginity stories. Before we dive into the next topic, because it's gonna be a big one. If anybody, real quick, can tell their stories when they lost their virginity.
He gave me an STD.
What?
Yikes.
It was a curable?
Why did
we love the curables. We love the curables.
My mom started crying. The nurse said, "Miss, it's chlamydia. Be going in the week."
We're gonna be okay. It's like, okay. Who's caught chlamydia?
Where was the condom? We are not going to answer that question.
I caught it twice.
Listen, I was a freshman in high school. He was a basketball player. He was a basketball player.
I was just so happy for the. I'll say this.
Birthday?
My boyfriend.
Oh, I thought you said my birthday.
Oh my. Shout out to making it out the whole phase with the curables. Shout out to making it out the whole phase with the curables.
Thank you, Lord.
The whole phase is never over.
Little BV and chlamydia ain't never hurt nobody.
The whole phase is never over. When I think about
some remission.
When I think about my first time, when I think back about it, we were talking about it with my girlfriends a couple weeks ago. It was borderline rape. The reason why I'm going to say that is, the reason why I'm really going to say it. Like, was there consent? Not really. You ever be in a situation where something is, first of all, I shouldn't have been in this position at all to begin with. Choice. So when you go back to somebody's house, not saying that no means no at all times. Did I say no? No. But when I said no, there was no stop. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like I was coerced to, like, I wasn't ready. I was not ready to have sex. And I didn't even know that was the next step. I'm like, I just like how this feels right now. All of this right here, all of this up in
So
here.
you never had to talk prior to.
If you watch SVU like I do, I get like,
yeah,
all of this. It feels good, but
when it came to the penetration part, I wasn't prepared for that, and I didn't even know that was really going to be his next step based upon how all of it was going on.
Was he older?
No, he was about a year older, but that
somebody put him on game.
Not crazy.
That's
yeah, he had
somebody put him on game.
It was a slow jam tape playing in the background.
That's how you get the.
Oh no! Listen, when I was 25, I fucked I think he was 18. I think he might have been 17. I think he lied to me. Sorry. No statute limitations. That mother. I said, who the fuck? Mind you, his uncle used to try to talk to me. I fucked his uncle a little bit later. I was like, you need to talk to your nephew. You need to talk to your nephew. Your nephew know how to fuck. Like, you're fucking terrible. But it wasn't even a fuck. It was his whole everything. I'm like, yo, go talk to your nephew real quick because you fucking corny. Like, this is terrible.
My virginity story was kind of cool. How was yours, bro?
That says whoa. Wait a second.
Not even
Chris.
worthy of talking about.
Wait a second.
I didn't even come from my virginity. Like,
whoa.
Yeah,
but you cannot take my virginity.
So we was gonna let that
maybe,
shit.
Maybe that wasn't my virginity then. Now I think about it. I didn't even come.
Your virginity story?
Once you put your penis,
the first time your dick was in some pussy, you didn't come?
I didn't.
Let's not bring that girl up. Sorry.
We bring back to you, Mr. Quick Stop.
Sorry for that girl. Don't do that. We're not doing that.
What happened? How was your?
He said it was pretty cool. How about you, bro?
Senor. What was your virginity story?
It was cool. Like it was with my girlfriend at the time.
Aww.
Candlelight.
Shout out to Imhotep Charter.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, and it was too chill.
At that point, in the dashikis.
Chill. Don't talk about that.
Damn, man, that's crazy.
that shit probably was sexy.
They got the best basketball team in the city, though.
No, they definitely got good ball.
Oh,
back to your virginity, bro. You keep going around. You bouncing that ball, nigga. Shoot it.
Wrap it around. Come back and wrap it around.
But no, it was chilling though. It was cool. At that point in time, I had my own home at that particular moment in time. She was always over there. I was taking care of my 3 sisters and.
You had like a
mature ass.
God damn,
that's Uncle Chris.
Hold on.
I ain't tell y'all that's Uncle Chris.
You were 17 taking care of people with your own crib.
Yeah, I mean it's life.
No, I
oh my god.
But at the end, I had some assistants also. I'm not gonna be like I was doing it all by myself. But I did have some. But primarily, yes,
it was
for sure. Primarily for sure.
I'm a witness.
But at the end of the day, yeah, it was like she set it up for me. She was older than me at that particular moment in time, and she had lingerie on, didn't know what was going on.
I didn't. No, you had no.
That sounded like a good time.
I'll tell y'all mine. It was
let's hear you.
Go back to your 9-0 first time.
What happened?
yeah. So
possibly
it was across the street from my house.
Across the street.
You know, I'm from North Philly, still live there, so summer nights was always popping. Everybody running across the street like 9-10 o'clock. And there's one particular girl I was talking to at the time. She didn't live around there, but she came around there for a friend that lives around there. I don't know how it got to this point, but we was like, "Lo, let's go to the bathroom." We went into her friend's house bathroom.
Oh.
Bent her over.
Oh.
Put it in.
Caliente.
You know what I'm saying?
How
did I have a condom on?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think I did.
Well, you see what happened when
you was
Nita
in her friend's
I had on a condom.
basement.
I didn't have a condom on.
Same.
No, it wasn't.
I had on a condom.
I didn't. That's why I got committed.
No, we know.
So put it in. I think we was talking like 3 minutes, and I
So
think
she let you bend her
She
over?
came, and I was like,
She ain't coming.
All right,
She was lying.
maybe I don't
She's
fucking
a
know.
good actress.
The fucked
Don't
up
take
part
it away from my man. What
The
you talking
fucked up
about?
part
She
is
came, bro.
I left. Oh, see, listen, I don't have that issues.
Yeah,
if she ain't come, then she definitely came. Multiple.
Oh, talk to him nice. Don't talk
when
to
I
him
leave
twice.
the house, I had like 4 niggas on the corner, like, yeah, said that's what's up. I'm like, what the fuck, y'all broadcasting about my virginity?
That's how it go. Oh my god, hold on. So can we?
I felt so like violated. Like, damn, I can't tell. I ain't tell my best friend or nothing. Just like, yo, yeah.
I called my
Business out
aunt.
there.
I called my aunt as soon as I was done, bro.
Y'all broadcasted his
I call
virginity.
mine.
I'm
Wait,
fucking.
I was like,
cry-
Tamika, I love you.
I called the doctor.
Y'all called the doctor in because y'all was drawn because y'all should have had on a condom.
I had on a condom. I just was on that 10
Hold
foot.
on, so
Hold on,
so
Nita.
wait,
Took the condom off.
can we
Now
bounce
it's
back
on
since-
fire
since y'all-
tonight.
Bro, so after that night, the girl that took your virginity, you was busting it down after that too.
Oh yeah, that wasn't.
Oh, so technically either way she took it. No matter
Yeah,
if it was
yeah.
that. Oh, all right, all right.
Take
Shout
that,
out to
take
you.
She was
Shout
the,
out to
she
you.
was the
Shout out to
main
you.
one. Like that was, and I lost it around what, 16, and
Oh.
I had a my birthday was the next month. So
Okay, so before,
yeah, see,
before
shout
we
out
go
to
into the next, I'm sorry, kind of, because we want to keep on time this I'm gonna. So I told y'all the horror story behind my virginity story, but I didn't tell y'all the funny shit behind my virginity story. So let's go real quick, and then we'll go into the last one. So the day I lost my virginity was my 16th birthday.
what
It
about
was a guy that we was crushing on each other, or whatever. Oh, he was so dark chocolatey. Loved him. Still follow him on Instagram. He still look good. Hi. I actually fucked him a couple years ago, and
Oh, wow.
yeah. First, let's talk about it. Sorry, man. So he came over and he walked to my house, and it was my brothers playing basketball. I had a basketball court like in my cul-de-sac, and they were playing basketball. So it was him and a couple other boys that live with him. So shout out to the group home back in Avondale, Pennsylvania. We lived in a small town. There was a group home there. So all the like kids that were either foster kids or like had behavior issues, they went to a group home, and then they went to our school. I knew I liked black men at a young
Girl,
age.
get to the part.
I'm sorry. Shout out to the group home.
Fuck that group
So they
home.
walked over. It was like three of them, and me and him already had like the plan. So they were playing basketball, and me and him kind of like went to my house. My mom was sitting in the living room, and we creeped in. We had two set of steps. So we had the steps from the kitchen.
Oh, you was rich,
and the
rich.
steps
Go ahead.
from the front of the house. So we walked up the front of the steps, and it was like a balcony over where my mom was sitting down. So I was like, just be quiet. So we walked in the house, and we went in the room, and it was a horror story. Like literally bloody everywhere. It was just fucking disgusting. And then, mind you, they thought like we really did something. Mind you, my brothers, I think, genuinely had no idea what was going on. Like literally, but the other boys in the boys' home knew what was going on. So they were all just like, here. I'm fucking in pain right now. It wasn't fucking funny.
Pop that chair.
But yeah, so anyway, we tried like every couple years after that to have I think we had sex in the car like twice. It was terrible. I actually did not have good sex with him up until like a couple years ago, like 3-4 years ago. He came over one drunk night. This shit was popping. I thought his dick was bigger than what it was. It was like average size, but it was good though. Anyway, that's it.
yikes on bikes?
No, it was a good size though. It was like the good like. But when I was younger, it was like, oh my god, your dick is so big. He
He
was
was
like,
that dick was corny back in the day.
no, well, we were kids. But he was like, I told you my dick wasn't that fucking crazy. You be gassing it. It was just like regular. So anyway,
Shout out to
I
you.
want to end tonight on some like shit that really be bothering me. Like really, really be bothering me, Trench. I don't even care about Peter. Get the fuck off the couch.
Oh,
Damn.
we don't.
That
No
was
no animal was harmed in this.
No animal was harmed.
No
Trench,
animal was harmed.
Yeah,
I care
Trench
about
Trench
Peter.
is
was like,
fucking terrible.
Peter be on my ass.
Yeah,
Okay?
Peter gonna fuck me up.
Fuck you. That's what.
Follow my page. You know Trench is a fucking princess in this fucking house. Anyway, I'm really tired of women thinking that their man won't when he will. I hope y'all understand that.
I don't. Please elaborate.
I was with you.
I am
though. I
so
was-
done with women being so shocked about the women that your man messed with previous to you, or the woman that your man cheated on with you.
I get that.
Y'all be
right.
really in y'all own fucking delusions about who y'all man messed with, and it's sickening to me. And I'm really really here to be like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, why do y'all think men are disgusting? First of all, but we not
Whoa.
talking about
Whoa,
I agree.
whoa.
men are
I don't-
fucking disgusting.
I
Thank
do
you,
not.
Sid.
Absolutely agree.
I do
Men are
not.
fucking disgusting.
I do
and
not.
in a weak moment where a man want to bust a nut, he gonna do it with a prostitute. He gonna do it with a toothless.
I will
Like-
not.
You won't. You won't.
I will.
You won't.
I will. So,
You would?
yeah, hell yeah.
No,
That-
bro. I'm
yo,
not busting
shout
down
out
just
to
anything.
K-Sid for being a real one.
You're
Y'all
not gonna say
mad.
I'm not a real one for not
Nah,
saying
he
that.
not
I'm just
a real
gonna
one.
bust
He got
down anything.
standards.
Fuck
I
that.
I didn't mean it like that, but
Well,
like,
I
thank
not
you.
it.
I also didn't say I would fuck anything, but when it comes
But-
to a prostitute,
Nah.
yeah, I would.
He'd pay for
yeah.
pussy.
Yeah. Oh,
I want to thank K-Sid. Me and K-Sid just met tonight. Thank you for not leaving me out by myself.
did I?
No, because men are really disgusting,
Men are
and I'm,
disgusting.
I
and
can
I'm
say that
tired.
and not speak for myself. Y'all
Men
aware
are
of that,
disgusting.
Right? All right, cool.
Men are disgusting, but my biggest point is for women. Women really be like, he wouldn't mess with
Bitches
her.
is nasty too.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is that women that
Disgusting.
really be like,
ridiculous.
he didn't fuck with her. He would never fuck with
They
a bitch that look
delusional.
like that.
Hold up,
Are
but
you
is that
fucking
wait,
dumb?
that's not really delusional. If a man's
Fucking
track,
delusional.
Listen, if a man's track record is a certain standard, and then you step outside of the standard, and niggas see what the step outside the standard is, then maybe that is not being delusional. Maybe people are just like,
I
think
stand tall on
Out.
everything I say on here, and I'm always fucking right. And I don't give a fuck if that sounds cocky
That can't
or
be
whatever.
true.
I stand tall.
that
every
was false right there. You just,
and I'm gonna stand tall again. Y'all bitches be so delusional to think that your man will not fuck on a certain aesthetic, a certain look, a certain
Okay,
whatever.
this is sounding personal. Could you elaborate briefly on what you mean?
Please. Well, there is a story that I have to tell besides this, but it really is a thing. Like I literally hear girls be like, he would never mess with a girl like that. I'm like, bitch, are you dumb?
But do
like,
you
I
mean
really
that-
be like, are you stupid?
Do
Like,
you mean that in a cheating sense? Do you mean
so,
that, like,
okay, if you want to hear a story,
I was about to
and
say, can
I
we
don't
start
give a
with the
fuck.
story?
So last week we talked about the story about the bitch that punched me in my face a couple years ago, and whatever feathers those ruffled, don't give a fuck. You should have shut the fuck up. Anyway, so this week we're going to talk about a personal story that happened to me. So I was dealing with a man. He was just an ain't shit ass man. He ended up getting in a relationship while he was dealing with me.
Per usual.
Per use, thank you. Anyway, get in a relationship with another girl. This girl, mind you, I was hurt. I was like, damn, what the fuck? So there was a little back and forth action that went on, and then I went about my way. He blocked me. He got a new number. He wanted to, focus on her. Boom. So a couple months later, after I done had no other way of just go on my merry way, I get a DM, and this girl worked at SEPTA and was having a whole group chat with people and posting my pictures in this group chat saying that I'm crazy and that her man would never mess with a girl that looked like me. And I got back this information. So I went the fuck off and I sent the bitch a bunch of porns of me and her man eating it from the root to the tutor, balling me the fuck up as I should.
needed proof.
As I fucking
They
should.
just need to know.
And then
They
she
just
wanted
need
to fight
know.
me. She wanted to fight me. She wanted my address. He was like, yo, I'm not going to give her your address because I would never do that to you, but you got to chill. No, bitch, you have to chill.
No, bro.
Hey, you know who the fuck you are, and it's a long time, and we talking about, this is a funny story, but you were so, mind you, the situation was done. Me and this man weren't talking no more. Like, at first, I was fucking on him, and I felt that he was dealing with somebody, and I'm never going to be a side bitch to nobody.
how did you feel he was messing with somebody?
I could just,
yeah, you be knowing.
oh yeah, he was going, full nights. This man answered my call whenever
y'all change y'all consistency.
Yeah,
That's it.
Y'all are so dumb.
Dumb.
Y'all are so fucking
Are we
retarded.
dumb? Are we
y'all
dumb?
are so
Are we dumb?
dumb.
Yeah,
We
y'all
dumb.
are dumb.
We
You
dumb.
ain't dumb because
We
I'm playing the shit out you on purpose, and you're not doing nothing about
Exactly. We dumb.
So
it. Let
we're
me cheat in peace.
We is.
this one is
Let me cheat in peace.
this one is giving me a lot of We're not gonna say it's just a lot of like energy over here.
Let me
That's, like,
cheat
really,
in
like,
peace. You can let me
terrifying
do
me
whatever
right
I
now.
want. And you're not gonna do nothing about it. So let's just.
Well, anyway, long story short, this girl was just very shocked that her man, mind you, I can't say what I want to say. It's gonna sound.
Why not? This shit
Say it.
No, we're not gonna go there. The bitch was ugly as shit. First of all, like just not even just terrible looking.
I mean,
and you looking at me,
nothing to do with it.
child.
She just felt inferior.
She was a
to
different type of
woman.
ugly.
Ugly
She was a
privilege.
different type of.
She was inferior. She
Ugly
felt
privilege.
inferior.
Ugly.
She was a different type of ugly. Like it was a bad. And I think everybody's beautiful, and people actually can attest to. I've had girls that I genuinely don't like, and I'd be like, no, but she's pretty though. Just say this. My recent ex right now, his ex. I could never say anything about her, and every time I was going through stuff and I was pulling her pictures up, they'd be like. And I'm like, I think she's really, like, she's very dark skinned, but I think she's so pretty. Like, and literally people would be like, how can you be so nice and all the shit that you're going through? I'm like, because pretty is the fuck pretty, you fucking weirdo. I can't make myself call somebody ugly because of what they're doing to me. What? Nita got something to say.
Yeah. You said
You about to
she's
say
very
dark skin.
Very dark skin.
Because
No, y'all
that
coming
was
from dark
their,
today.
no, that wasn't what I would say about her. That's what their reaction would be with her. They'd be like, you know what? I'm tired of, they would be like, she black as shit. She fucking ugly as shit. I'm like, what? And I'd be like, what are you?
Oh, that's other people saying.
Yes, not me.
Clean that up.
Because what it sounded like was
What the
for
fuck?
a very dark hair.
No, it would literally be like, that's
so
who
you
the
taking
fuck.
up for her.
And I'd be like, yo, she's pretty. Like,
Taking up for her.
yes.
Okay.
No, that would, you know, when somebody,
Much
when I'm
respect.
telling you something and I'm sad about something, my man is doing this to me. You want to be on my side so bad that you would bash the girl to make me feel better.
Yeah, I've lied about a girl. I've seen.
And I'm like,
I've seen one of my friends' men cheated on her. She showed me the girl, and I'm like, damn, because this bitch was bad. Like this bitch was bad. But I just found something random to say. I'm like, look at this bitch, like, nut ass shoes she got. I'm like, why she out wearing these shoes? Nut ass shoes she got. Like, yeah. So
You're a
I
clown,
get
man.
it. I get it.
But even when
I can
was
see you
talking,
doing
like,
that
she
too.
pretty,
That's the funny
they would look
part.
at her
I
out-
can
they
see
would look
that.
at her outfit, and I'm like, yo, I don't.
I was like, you better
And one
step
thing
it up.
about
You better step it up. The bitch got you, man.
So now that we cleared that up, because I really was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, we all was like,
it was
"Bruh."
never me. It was when I pulled her picture up,
Gotcha,
because I would
gotcha.
go through it and I'd be like, well, let me go on her Instagram and let me go on her page, because, you know, da-da-da.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, that's who he I'm like, don't do that. And
do-
I literally, yo, there are so many people that could attest to this, because I've had clients, like, I've been blocked and I'd be going on their phone and they'd be like, this the joint that he cheat? Like, what? And I'm like,
It do
I
feel
think
better
she's
when they
pretty.
be ugly,
Y'all,
but
y'all should just stop that. Y'all look so silly from the outside. And
No.
Don't
want
give a
to
fuck.
look-
I'll go.
do-
First of all, I
no,
go.
it do.
Yeah.
Feel
I'll go on your
better
fucking page for my page if you wouldn't fucking block
It
me.
do.
I'm big chested with this shit.
Because at the end of the day, everything is subjective.
And you know, you see me, the real big sexy.
That's what-
bitch. I don't give a
that's
fuck.
the
It was
point.
me.
Yeah.
Stop fucking blocking me. I'll watch your shit from my fucking page, bitch.
It does feel better when you think that you are
Hilarious.
more attractive than a woman. But for me, it's deep. It's deep for me because I internalize everything. So I'd be like, damn, like, especially when they, like, if they leave you and go be with this person and now they're married. It's like, aesthetics doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. She probably was providing a piece that I wasn't providing. She probably was doing something that I wasn't willing to do, or she just might have just been a better match for him. So it's like
Thank you.
sometimes, like, I remember when I was younger, I used to be like that, this ugly ass bitch. But now I'd be like, it's more than aesthetics.
I love you. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
I'm so tired of y'all
more than
thinking that
aesthetics.
it's so much more than looks.
The aesthetics just started it.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
shot the start again like
Fact.
all right, we went to the
like,
race.
I don't think of anything as vain as she don't look as good as me, or whether she did look better than me or she looked worse than me. That has nothing to do when a man loves somebody. So right now, my ex, you know, has girls probably that be like, you mess with her, like she big as shit. He probably would never tell me this, but I know for sure that it's being said to him. This man loves me. This man doesn't see, and this man has told me he's never been with a girl as big as me. Every guy I've ever been with, I'm always their first big girl. My ex just told me that he probably would never date somebody as big as me ever again. It's me. It's me. It's not, you know, so, and what I don't like, and why, you know, I'll never share this man again on my social media, because I don't trust bitches at the end of the day. And maybe I don't trust him either, but y'all really think that because this man is with me, he will be with you? It's me. This. You can't imitate this. What's that thing? I could give you the recipe to the sauce, but it ain't going to taste the same. You understand me? You could try to imitate me and all that, and you could try to be like me, talk like me, dress like me, act like me. You're never going to be
That sounded like
me.
a song just now. What
It
was
is.
that song?
It's a song I like. It's her name, Elamai.
Yeah,
She
but
has a
even
song
like
like
when
that.
y'all said, you know, Britt was like, oh, I was turning it down because this is your podcast. This is our podcast. Whoever the fuck is on this show, it's our podcast. I'm Bigsexy. You can't take that away from me.
That's a
you
fact.
can't take that away from me. You can't take that away from me that I'm Bigsexy.
I wouldn't take it away, sugar.
I'm
Just saying,
Brittany.
though, there's nothing that
guys.
anybody could do.
I'm happy to be
I
here.
want everybody to shine on this podcast every fucking week. Say what you want to say. If I cut you off, bitch, I cut you off because I got a bad fucking memory. If I don't talk about it now, bitch, I'm gonna forget it fucking 2 seconds later.
What the fuck you think my memory is?
Yeah, like my memory. This bitch is smoking blunt for blunt. I'm fucking sober. I have a bad memory. When I cut people off, it is not because I'm disrespectful. I don't remember a motherfucking thing. My mom be like, "You're 35. We be playing Trouble." I'm like, "Who won the last game? You, Nina. Why don't you remember that?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." She's like, "You're
It wasn't that important.
terrible."
If I don't remember, it wasn't that.
No, my memory is
It
trash.
was-
It always
That's
has.
how I feel.
terrible.
Mine's
You
not.
gonna remember what you
Always
remember.
been trash.
I remember
You
everything.
gonna remember what
Yeah,
you want
you
to
do.
remember.
I remember
Fucking-
stuff I need to remember.
fucking
Everything
elephant.
else.
Or that. Yeah.
You
absolutely.
remember
Yeah.
whatever whatever you really want to remember. Everything else, it wasn't really that important.
So we got about not even 10 minutes, but nobody felt about, I think we talked about that girls really are delusional when they think their man won't mess with somebody.
I just think it's a territorial thing.
Are you
over your
delusional?
nigga.
If you went in your man's phone and you saw
I don't go in men's phones.
oh, well, good
We
for
could
you,
just-
because
we
I
could
do.
just stop
I did
right
that
there.
one
Wow.
time.
Because I just don't go in
No,
my
not
fucking
you.
phone.
If you date me, I go through your fucking phone.
Yeah, I'm not going to your phone.
Bitch, we would never
That's
date.
crazy.
was
Yeah,
about to
absolutely.
say.
If you with me,
I ain't
you
ate pussy
go-
in a while,
you go
so
through my
I mean,
phone.
I don't even like
Go
passing
in people's
niggas
phone.
they phone. Like, I don't
You
even
go
want to
through my
pass you
phone
your
one
phone.
time, it is over.
Yeah, I don't even want to
From
pass
the
what,
you.
are you, what are you hiding though?
I'm not hiding nothing. What are you trying to prove?
Why you insecure? Not saying you insecure,
No,
but
that's
why you insecure?
that's legit insecurity.
Well, first of
That's
all,
facts.
I don't go through no man's phone that I'm dating. When we are in a secure relationship and I feel like something's off, I'm going through your phone.
Ask him.
I totally agree with her.
Ask him.
Well, maybe I'll date a man that tells the fucking truth.
No, they be lying. They be fucking
Baby,
lying.
and guess what? You're
But
not gonna be
sometimes you
lying
be shocked.
on my fucking time, and I don't
Sometimes
give a
you will
fuck what
be
that
shocked.
look like.
So
I am big
legit.
sexy,
All
and I
lies
go
come to
through
light.
motherfuckers'
It
phone.
comes-
And
A
when-
lot of
it-
women do. I just don't. I'm not shunning you.
Pe-
I'm not dealing with
PSA.
you.
I don't want to
guys,
lose
though.
30
You're
pounds.
Don't
not
go on
gonna.
nobody's phone.
First of all, I'm
I
big
did that
on
one
STDs,
time.
and I know we was funny, and we caught chlamydia a couple times.
One,
Got me clapped once.
She added y'all
One
Jones up and made a
First
couple.
time. First time out the shoot, got it.
That's funny.
truth.
I was a heavy hitter. I caught it twice.
It was one time.
Hold on, can I tell you a funny story? So the first time I caught it, my mom been with one man her whole entire life, which is my dad. My mom, like, now me and my mom have an amazing
Damn.
relationship. Me and my mom have a amazing relationship. Before she used to think I was a whore.
Is
Like,
that
I
the
remember
same for your dad?
I don't know about my dad, honestly. But they've been with each other since they were 16 years old.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
possibly.
don't. My dad is such a businessman, and he's always been like that. So he came to America because he wanted the dream, and he wanted the wife, and he wanted the business. And he actually will say he saw my aunt first, and my aunt had an attitude. And he was like, And then he saw my mom. My mom was very quiet and very timid. And he was like, okay, her. And he came to America with the dream. And he got the dream. He gave my mom the world. And he gave his kids the world. And that was his dream. So, anyway.
Shout out to her dad.
Yeah, shout out to my dad. But, damn, where the fuck? See, I told you.
Shout out
finished
to
it.
my dad, too. I just love my dad.
Yeah, me and my dad had a very
Pop?
rocky relationship because we didn't understand each other. And that's a whole other conversation. But
It's all right, baby.
me and my dad have healed a lot of our shit. And we love each other. See, I told you I forget shit. Where the fuck was I going with this?
Shout out to me being a dad. Shout out to my son,
Yes, absolutely.
Christopher Troy Bass Jr.
Shout out, Poppy.
Shout out.
Papito,
I'm glad I
as everybody
forgot.
knows him.
Shout out, Papito.
That's my guy. Okay.
And
I'm
shout out
glad
to
I
me for
actually
not
forgot what we
having
were
kids.
talking about because I really liked where
Amen,
it
brother.
went to.
Yeah,
Shout out
that
your
was
dad.
sentimental.
Shout out my dad. Shout out to him not having kids. Shout out to your dad and your
Yeah, I
mom.
need a
Shout out
shout
to
out.
his son. And shout out,
To my dad and not having kids.
period.
I love that. So we are going to go right into our Wesley just keeps us so on track.
I like him. He's punctual.
He is.
Yeah, wrap that shit up, B.
Shut the fuck up, Big Sexy. All right, hold on. I'm finding it. Hold on, Wesley. You're making me nervous.
In the meantime, I'll freestyle.
Yeah, freestyle, please.
I appreciate
My
y'all
name
for
is
bringing me on here.
And I'm
Of
I'll say that,
course. Okay, I keep finding it. And my eyesight is not
Oh
good
man, that's not
to
good for
read
the
it
sponsors.
from
They ain't
Wesley,
like
you're going
that.
to kill me.
I feel like I know.
He's
It's
in sync
sponsored by.
Oh, I found it.
Don't be giving out shout outs that ain't there.
We're going through it. All right, guys. So you guys already know every week we are sponsored by Ava's Farms and Kensington Capital. So as far as Ava's Farms, I talked about this all the time and I'm going to keep talking about it. Guys, Ava's Farm is a produce market located on 2343 North Front Street. It is in partner with Feed Philly Now. So one side of the store, you can get free groceries. On the other side of the store, you will pay for groceries. They have organic juices, and they have so many other things that you could purchase. What I love about Ava's Farm is that you can download the app right now, and you can shop for free. Everybody loves some free shit. Mm-hmm. So you could actually use your EBT card in the store, out the store. I told you there is free groceries if you go in the store. But if you use your EBT card, you can go on the app right now and you can buy milk, eggs, sausage, all that, like produce. And you can use the app and you can get free delivery in the city of Philadelphia. As somebody who is no longer a part of the going shopping crew, I am an Instacart Amazon Prime girl. I love that everybody can feel included with Ava's Farms. Again, it's free delivery in the city of Philadelphia, and it is EBT accepted. Kensington Capital Group is a non-emergency medical transportation company that offers free rides to Medicaid, Medicare, and EBT members to go grocery shopping. The company's goal is to ensure that those with limited resources have access to healthy food choices and promote healthy behaviors through the use of our services. Guys, right now, if you have a person in your family that has Medicare, Medicaid, all of that, you can call Kensington Capital. You can get them a ride to the grocery store, to their appointment, to the hospital. Everything is with Kensington Capital Group. And Ava's Farms, again, guys, please go download the app. EBT accepted. Free food, y'all. Hello. So, yeah, we are here every week because of Ava's Farms and Kensington Capital. I want you guys to go download the app, and I want you guys to go shop in the store. And soon, I just talked to my dad, some numbers. You guys will be able to purchase my family tortillas. And my dad decided that he wasn't old enough to start a new business venture. So we now have a whole frying company. So chips and all that shit.
Oh, snap.
My dad lost his leg when I was a year old. Can we talk about this? And this is me and my dad I want to end this with here. Me and my dad had a really bad relationship when I was younger. My dad lost his leg when I was a year old in a accident. Driving tamales, which my mom used to make in the kitchen, thousands of them, and he used to sell them. And he lost his leg from pelvic area down. He was in a coma for 6 months. My mom would not pull the plug on my dad. She would not do it. The story that everybody tells me is that my dad wanted to stay alive for me. And I hated my dad growing up. I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened. My dad is one of the most hard-working men with one leg. And my dad has skin cancer right now, and his other leg is being compromised. I took him to the hospital on Easter. He cannot, the skin is very thin on his leg, and he can't hit it on anything. So he had hit it in the factory, and it was very, very bad. When my dad cannot function or work, he is at his worst, and he takes it out on everybody. Working is my dad's life. That's it. And taking care of his family. That's it. Everything he does. Our new chip factory is our initials, his kids' initials. And I hate that we spend so much time hating each other because I really like him now.
Well, share it.
Listen,
And make it count.
You got.
Make it count.
And
Make it
I
count.
never wanted to be a part of the business, and I always did my own thing, and he never could understand it. And now that everything is coming full circle, I'm so happy, and they're actually happy. My mom was like, "You're shooting the podcast today, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're just they don't know anything about this, my mom was like, "Well, your loud mouth is gonna get you somewhere." I knew that, and I'm just, yeah. She was like, "I know your loud mouth is gonna get you somewhere," and she still doesn't understand what's going on, but
That's dope.
yeah, so it's coming full circle for me that, soon we will have my dad's tortillas in Ava's Farms. And when we get the, that's all on him. I have nothing to do with that business. It's just my family. And I never want to see their legacy go down in shambles because I have my own dreams. And I used to feel bad that their dreams weren't my dreams. But my best friend had to talk with me and he was like, it's okay. You have your own dreams and you're going to kill your own dreams. Right. But let's tie this in. And
well, if they hiring, I'll cut up some tortillas. What's up?
But yeah, guys, there's a lot of stuff that you guys do not know about me. I just never wanted my family's dreams, but I never, when my parents passed away, I would never want to see all their hard work go to waste.
Right.
So, guys, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than everything. I would really love for you guys to buy my family's tortillas. And again, we're talking numbers because my dad is a businessman.
Hey,
I
know your dad is bottling that special salsa that you was that's
where I learned it from.
Oh, okay. He got to put that
honestly,
with it. You
I
can't
want to
just sell
talk
the
to my friend
tortilla.
because I don't know how this works.
Low dip.
I'm so honest. It's in my refrigerator. We're all you know what? We're all gonna take a taste when we are wrapped up here.
Okay.
Oh, say less.
This
Oh,
is
so
my
we still,
dad's
while we
It's a
on.
little
special
snack.
salsa. And if I could talk to Austin, shout out to Austin, shout out to Ava's Farm, and we could figure out how to bottle this up and sell this, that will be coming next. I would love to.
I need a percentage.
Guys, I didn't expect it to end there. I actually forgot what I was talking about, but it wrapped
That's all
into
right.
our parents, and
We love
I
our
love that it
parents.
ended here because we had some
Some
really
of
good topics, and they're gonna taste the salsa later. And I just want this to come full circle for me. That's it. I want to live in my dreams, but also keep my parents' legacy going for the rest of my life. And I think that this podcast is probably going to be the reason that that's going to happen for me.
Oh, that's dope.
And guys, we are out of here. This was a good. This was so good. I love y'all, and never forget, I love it when you call me Big Sexy. Big money.
Sexy's
I'm chubby. You love me. You want me. Come me. If you get me, then you lucky. I love it when you call me Big Sex.